you, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, honored guest. I miss Double Dutch. I remember you used to go, you ready? You ready? You wait for the rope to go before you jumped in. And it really does. It's one of those things, technology, you can't live with it and you can't live without it. I couldn't imagine a world today without technology. Going back to the pager, you know, the house phone, you know, where you're driving, you get a beep and you've got to pull over and make a phone call. And like you said, it is detrimental to an extent because, you know, you see someone swerving in your lane, you look over and they're texting while they're driving. So technology has definitely had its good and its bad points, and you definitely brought that to light. I'm gonna stay in this era though. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I could go back to maybe our food being a little bit more natural. I wouldn't mind if someone would kill my chicken in the back. I would know it's fresh and not injected with hormones. Me personally, took it there. But yes, so that's my biggest quip with technology is when it comes to our food and our health. In any case, we are going on to now our second speaker, Mr. Sam Welsh. I am looking forward to his speech. He has grown tremendously in Toastmasters. I'm looking forward to how he's either going to inform us or entertain us, inspire us. You always manage to put something into your speeches that we can all really, really relate to on a personal level, which is what I like because it makes me think about myself and as a person. So I'm definitely looking forward to hear what you have to say. With no further ado, let me welcome Sam Welsh.
Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Well, I don't even want to go after that speech. That was excellent, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wow. Well, my topic today is I ain't no ape. And first of all, let me apologize to you because I know that it's not grammatically right, so Shauna, be harsh on me. I also know that I apologize because, you know, I sit here and speeches like what you just gave, I'm always in awe. Every time I sit in front of you guys, you never cease to bring the full thing. You never cease to give exactly what's inside your heart. And me, I come with these off-the-wall titles, the fourth reality, nobody's nobody. And it's just because I'm different, you know, and I can't help it. I'm wired differently. You might look at me and what you see is completely different because although I am very athletically inclined, I like being a regular guy, and I love sports. But I would rather read a book. I'm a voracious reader. I read everything from quantum physics to the Bible to about lost civilizations to just the dictionary because I have to know everything that's common knowledge to what's esoteric. That's me. And I make no apologies about that. And some would say some of the knowledge that I hold is, it may be useless in some ways, but that's okay. Because did you know that this talent in which this craft in which we practice and come here to practice, did you know that it was first started by an Italian man by the name of Gregorio? And it was originally called rhetoric. And that's where the name rhetoric comes from. If it wasn't for Aristotle fighting for the right for us to do this, we probably would not be in this room right now. Because if it was up to Plato, his teacher, and his classmate, Socrates, they thought that the masses did not have enough sense to be able to see through rhetoric. Which brings me to the reason why I say I ain't no ape. Because I was reading about Darwin and his theory of evolution and how he said that we share the same gene pool with apes. And from that, everyone derived the idea that we come from apes. Well, let me ask you, have you ever seen an ape be able to be so organized and detailed as Shauna? Have you ever seen an ape speak as eloquently as Anthony and Tamika?
No.
Have you ever seen an ape deliver a speech like Eric?
No.
See, when you think about it, it's an enigma how we are all anomalies in our own right, with individual unique things that we call our own. But yet still, we come here for one purpose, and that's to make ourselves better. And that's because regardless if we ever heard Darwin or read any of his work, we realize one thing, that in this lifetime, our journey is about evolving. And if we don't do that, we become socially and morally and intellectually inept, unable to survive in an ever-changing world. We get that. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here. And that's why I say, I ain't no ape, or I'm not an ape. And for sure, you're not an ape. I thank you.
I ain't no ape either. No. And physics final. That is all you.
Yes.
I'll send you the questions. Log in with my name and take care of that. Wow. And again, that was an amazing speech. It really made me think, about how you can be defined by what preconceived notions are, or based on how history has come forward and what they have expected it to, or expected us to become as human civilization. That ties in very well with technology, and it does make me think about, myself and how I can not be put into a box. If I'm quirky or if there's something that's unique about me, I need to embrace that. It is who I am. So there's nothing wrong with, not wanting to go hang out with your friends and party and sit home and read a book because that's what you enjoy. Be you and embrace yourself. So that was great. Thanks again for sharing that with us. And now we come to the part of our meeting where we're doing table topics. Wanda is our table topics master today. Please welcome Wanda to the podium.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. It is truly, like Sam was saying and Anthony, it's truly a pleasure to be here on a Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock, because I truly enjoy what I'm doing, and I enjoy you guys' company tremendously. And just like we said, we're not apes. I'm not an ape. We are unique individuals. And I have this term. I was doing this teenage group, and it's called rubies. The teenagers, they were rubies. And we have real unique beauty inside of every soul. So we're unique. So we can't all be the same. So we're going to start without further ado. We're going to do our Toastmasters, our table topics. The first one I'm going to start off with, I have some coins in my pocket. Okay, and I need one person. Let's see who. Turn that camera off, Mary.